Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. All right, so today's video reading is messages from your higher self. What's in your shadow? This is how you're going to heal it. So, we're getting answers today. I'm not just telling you what you got to work on, but I'm letting you know how to do it. So, you're going to have three options to choose from. But before I get into which option is which, thank you to all of you all who are sub to this channel thus far. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're brand new, please hit the sub button as well as the bell notification because I do drop videos weekly. Also, to those of you all who keep me booked and busy, like for real, thank you so very much. I appreciate you all. If you'd like to book a private reading, coaching, same day read, walk-in read, or priority reading, check that pin comment below as well as the description box below. What else? Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at Wanderingsparrow Tarot, and follow me on my other YouTube channel, Wanderingsparrow, which I got content over there. Go over there. And then I have membership and all that other good stuff. It's a whole bunch of stuff going on. But just thank y'all. But let me get talking about myself. Let's get into it. So I actually have to get the options. So this is one of many new decks that I got for myself recently. So I'll be reading the messages from the booklets. Let's get into it. Let me find your option. Universe, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors, messages. For those who choose option number one, Spirit, what's their message? What's in their shadow and how do they heal it? Spirit, give me one card. Their message and how do they heal it? Spirit, give me one card. For those who choose option number two, what's their message and how do they heal it? Spirit, give me, there we go, one card. And option number one, or option number three, what's their message and how do they heal it? Spirit, give me one card. Boom. Okay, option number one is telling me to reshuffle. No. Let me see. Should I reshuffle option number one? Should I add a fourth option? Okay, we're going to keep it. All right, so let's get into this. Now, I'm actually going to show you all the meanings because the backs are the same. So option number one, you have karmic relationship. Option number two, you have fears. And option number three, you have, burden of tears. You all must be going through some stuff for real, for real. Whoever's watching this, I send out love and light to you. But option number one, karmic relationships. Option number two, fears. And option number three, burden of fears. So pause this video, see what it is that you feel you resonate with the most. Keep in mind, these are general messages. Take what it resonates, leave behind what doesn't. And let us get into the message. All right, so karmic relationship. So option number one, you yourself may be currently stuck in a karmic cycle or maybe going back and forth between you and someone that you're in a karmic relationship with. This person can be romantic. They can be platonic. There's some type of karmic cycle here. Now, know this. Karmic relationships happen because, speaking of shadow work, they're there to directly trigger what's in our shadow. So, it's like something in your spirit, your soul wants to correct something. So you're attracted to this individual who, starts to trigger. So karmic, for those of you all that's in a romantic relationship, karmics can also be soulmate energies. However, though, the purpose of a karmic is to help you resolve what's in your shadow. So let's see what the book says. Number 24. All right. Karmic relationship. Now, this speaks to you in first person as if this is your soul speaking to you. So this is what's going on with you. Option number one. You need to understand the connection you have with another person, another soul. You need to understand why that relationship can be so complicated or why those feelings are so strong. You need to categorize the relationship. The relationship is a karmic one, which means both your souls have already met in previous lives. So you're coming back around. This is somebody you've already had a connection with. But this is no reason for the relationship to become toxic or for you to accept things that aren't right for you. Part of you is afraid of cutting the relationship short or focusing on its karmic depth. Part of you is afraid to do what this person, whatever this person is triggering, There's fear there in you addressing that and fixing that, because for a lot of you all, there's fear that you're going to lose this connection. However, this prevents you from connecting to your free will and making decisions on your own. Today, I'm sending you Today, I'm sending you signs. This is your higher self speaking to you. Today, I'm sending you signs to help you detach yourself from the relationship. Take a step back and connect to your free will. Don't think that unexpected events are signs of fate. They are important to help you connect to your inner strength and let go. Now, this is the message from your spirit guides. The next 2 days will be rich for you in signs of important events. You are experiencing an important transition in your energy, emotions, or inner being. You are at a life of crossroads, so we invite you to make important choices. We invite you to make these choices on your own. While others can advise you, you are the one who must decide. It's important that you make these decisions. Signs of our presence will be strong in the next 2 days. They may take on different forms. Embrace them with confidence and compassion. We are by your side to help you be confident in your capabilities of courage and perseverance. These choices will determine a new important path for you. They will let you evolve and learn in a positive way. You can do anything on your own. You can do it. All right. Now, option number one, your energy felt drawn to this particular option because you are more than likely in a karmic cycle, karmic loop. Now, your higher self is advising you to cut short this connection. Now, I feel like it's advising you to cut short this connection for more than one reason. For some of you all, this has been a boot loop you've been in and you haven't resolved the karma of this situation yet. So, Spirit is saying, this is kind of going into a toxic realm to where it's hurting you more than it's helping you. And maybe this is where you all need to like disconnect. For others of you all, it's a connection where it's like you're going to keep running into karmic connections until you resolve what's being triggered. So let's see. Universe, spirit guides, and ancestors, thank you for channel messages. The higher self of those who chose option number one. Tell me more about this karmic relationship. What else do they need to know? Spirit, give me 2 cards. Yeah, we have the Three of Swords in the upright. There may be third parties involved, but you're very heartbroken or disappointed about this connection. Knight of Cups in the reverse. You don't feel like this person is being open and vulnerable and emotional enough, or you're not. And then Queen of Swords. While there's communication here, it's a lot of chastising. You did this. You hurt me. You da 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 da. It's like you're trying to be heard. That's what I'm getting with that one. We have Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which talks about distancing. Spirit says, in order to heal what's going on in the most immediate, like starting today, is to separate from this connection and work on the thing that person has triggered within you. Spirit is telling you that this person and you could possibly come back together. This isn't a definite end. However, though, it's not going to come back together until either of you, decide to do the work on triggering. Because the thing about karmic relationships is this person's triggering you and you're triggering them. And yes, one person can heal and get over the karma in a karmic relationship. However, it would never work out unless both parties work through what's triggering. So Spirit is saying, you've already felt what you needed to feel. Now separate, do the work, and then reconvene. Some of you all are afraid to separate because you feel like, oh my gosh, if I let go of this person, what if they don't do their work? If they don't do their work, then that just means that this person is going to go down a different karmic cycle, and you have to be okay with that. And you have to go then, seek what's in your vibration. All right, give me advice from Spirit, Universe, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors. Advice from Spirit. And option number one is highest self on the resolve of this situation. What should they do next? Advice from Spirit. And option number one. Okay, we have this just in, and the oracle deck that I'm reading from is called Spiritual News. This just in, begin to release toxic people. Told you got to release toxic people from your life. You know who those people are, whether they are family, friends, a love, etc. It is time to release all people, places, and things that no longer serves you. So you got to let go. There may be a lot of love, but you got to let go. And then you have breaking news. Spirit says you are to remain drama free. You're blocking your own blessings if you hold on to the situation. Don't let others pull you into a world of stress and mental turmoil. Remain in tranquility and avoid anything or anyone that is disturbing your peace. 2 messages about release and let go. But that's what I have for you. Option number one. Please let me know how you all thought about this in the comment section below. Give this reading a like, comment, share, subscribe, book a private reading, coaching, same day read, walk and read, or priority reading. Check that pin comment below as well as the description box below. I wonder if I had an option up. Probably didn't even have an option up. Check that pin comment below as well as the description box below. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at wanderingsparrow tarot and on wanderingsparrow. Oh, excuse me. And let's get into our next option. Option number two. Option number two, you chose fears. Now, what I feel off of this card, option number two, is that this has more so to do with fears of branching out on your own, fears of disconnecting from, life, the source of things that you know as you know it, fear of flying, basically. And it's a fear of, not wanting to leave people in the dust. Like you're going to outgrow your current environment and you don't necessarily want to outgrow these people. That's what I feel. So let me read you what the book says. Now, the book talks from first person. So it's going to tell you, like, in terms of, like, oh, this is you talking to you, your soul talking to you, your higher self. So let's see, number 20. All right, your soul. Part of your energy is frozen in fear, which can interfere with our connection, you and your soul. But fear is not to be fled from. Fear is positive when it comes as a warning. Part of you feels in danger. I invite you to understand why. Why do you feel talking to me, your soul, endangers you? Why are you afraid of being in touch with yourself? Because you're afraid of losing the people that you might have to let go of in connecting with self. That's what's going on with you. Why are you afraid of being in touch with yourself and listening to yourself? All all the counsel and messages I have for you are positive. They are here to help you move forward sincerely. But maybe you don't want them quite yet. You're not ready. Do not try to run from this fear. Pay attention to its warning. You will open your eyes to the important things and move forward in a new day. Now here's the message from your spirit guides. It's like a part of your energy froze 2 years ago. Maybe it was related to an event, situation, or relationship, or situationship for some of you all. Since then, a kind of fear has taken place and taken root. It has become your guide and it is hindering your progress. Today, come to understand the meaning of the past events and take a new path by being in a new inner energy. Being in a new inner energy, you will create your outer change. You may feel the pace is very slow, but it's up to you to set a new pace. Everything is within your reach. You can do this. So let's see what's going on with you. Where is these fears coming from? Spirit guides and ancestors, think of channel messages for those who chose option number two. Give me messages from option number two's higher self. Where are these fears coming from? Spirit, give me 2 cards. Where are these fears coming from? Spirit, give me 2 cards. You feel disconnected with self. Spirit, for some of you all, you feel like like you're late blooming, or you're doing something a little bit later than you wanted to. You maybe have been ignoring opportunities, pushing things to the side. Once again, feels like fears of leaving others behind, or fears of disconnecting, or not having support. For some of you all, you were thrusted in your current space. It's like, okay, you were afraid to do these things, and now maybe things have left you, things have avoided you. And now you're just kind of like thrusted into this space of where you have to acknowledge the thing that you don't want to acknowledge. Spirit is urging you, your higher self is urging you to get back connected with yourself. You have to meditate. That's what Spirit is saying. You have to meditate. You have to do mindful meditation at that, allowing whatever needs to come up to come up. And instead of getting afraid of that or trying to numb it, facing it head on. And then, in love, saying, I accept and letting it go away. That's what I'm getting with that one. 9 of Swords in the upright, in the reverse, tells me that, your higher self is telling you got to get out of your head. You have to do something about the things that you stress over, because for some of you all, some of the stresses that you have aren't even stresses that you have directly. It's stressors that are environmental, whether it's the people or just the circumstances around you. Now, I'm not talking about like if you live in a certain circumstance, no, but you don't have to associate with the people in that environment if these are people that are bringing you down, about how you feel. You don't have to be, just because you're in something doesn't mean you have to be of it. That's what I'm getting with that one. And for some of you all, you just feel uninspired. So Spirit is, telling you to get into a better environment. And if you can't physically get into a better environment, then better your environment. How do you do that? Clean your home. That right there is an instantaneous, vibrational uptick. Meditate, get within your mind, and then also, utilize this gift of the internet, and go seek out energies in spaces that you want to be in, you want to cultivate, and then you will naturally start to continue to go towards those energies. But this is definitely about not being afraid to fly, not being afraid to leave, not being afraid to let go, because there's something else in you that you want to realize that the people in your current environment just won't understand. That's what I got with that one. So let's see. Let's get you a message from Spirit and your higher self, universe, spirit guides, and ancestors with channel messages. Those who chose option number 2. Option number 2 is higher self. And Spirit, please give me a message for option number 2 on how to release fears. Message. Option number 2 on how to release fears. Ooh. Spirit. Okay, so you have in other news. In fact, you got 2, and I'm going to read them both. In other news, Spirit is insisting that you get some much needed rest. Take some time out and relax and replenish yourself. Doing too much has you physically exhausted, and for some of you all, psychically exhausted. You got compassion fatigue. And then you have also in other news, Spirit says it's time to let go of the past, whether it be a past lover, past trauma, or past memories. Accept it for what it is and remember the lessons it has taught you, but leave it where it is meant to be, in the past. So you got to let go. For some of you all, there's things, once again, environment, things, people, things in your head that stopped you from going for what you want, how you want, and what you deserve. It's time to just let go, and it's okay. Yes, you might lose people. They may not understand, but you rather lose them than lose yourself, because these are people who would definitely do the same if they needed to do for them. They lose you, child. But that's what I got for you, option number 2. So you all, please let me know how you felt about this in the comment section below. Give this reading a like, comment, share, subscribe. Book that private reading, coaching, Sunday read, walk and read, or priority reading. Check the pin comment below as well as the description box below. And let us get into our third option, option number 3. Option number 3, you got burden of tears. Now, for some of you all, you could be in a state of very heavy grief. That's what I got off the bat. You're in a state of very heavy grief. Or others of you, it feels like things you might be holding on to, like nothing that's actually in the present moment, but things that you've been holding on to that you haven't released out of your spirit, out of your consciousness, out of your soul. Maybe there's a need to journal this out or even talk to someone. But there's a spirit of holding on that's inside of you. So let's see what the book says, because I have not memorized the oracle. And this is from Voices of the Soul's Tarot, or Oracle rather. And the way that this book, that this oracle works, is that it talks to you from you. So this is your higher self speaking to you. So let's see, number 21. Where are ya? All right. Your soul. There is great sadness in you and emotional pain. I feel it deep inside of you, and I understand it. Part of you feels like this pain may make you weak and vulnerable. So you repress it into your deepest depths. But this sadness is legitimate, and it sometimes is positive, and it has something positive to teach you. Your pain is a sign of you mourning a relationship situation or the way of being and thinking. There is still some resistance, which is why part of you is afraid to connect to this emotional suffering. So some of you all might really be numbing, because it's like, I'm not trying to feel them feelings, girl, bad. However, though, Spirit is saying if you want to get rid of these bags now, you got to go through them, which means you got to feel what's inside of them. If you feel unable to handle it, don't force yourself. Don't repress it. You need to cry, scream, or talk. Just do it. You can write it down or communicate with a person you trust. I really invite you to do so. It will bring you true liberation and let you open a new chapter in your life. You can be truly set free. Now, this is from your spirit guides. 6 months ago, something happened. Something important happened. Something heavily disrupted your energy and emotions. Part of your energy froze. Part of you had a bad scare. Fear is a negative emotion. Fear comes when you feel in danger. When its role is to advise you, fear freezes you. When its role is to warn you, fear allows you to understand what is going on. Today, we invite you to understand what frightened you and made you sad using the method of your choice. Hold on, let me reread that in a different inflection. Today, we invite you to understand what frightened you and made you sad by using a method of your choice. Understand what that fear means to teach you. We've been sending you signs over the past few days to help you with another person. That person will help you directly or indirectly to reconnect to yourself. For some of you all, I am that person. I'm so serious. For some of you all, I am that person. You came across this reading, you were like, you know what? How about that? And then you went into it and you're like, some of you are like, oh my gosh. Oh, but she just said it too. I am that person. For others of you all, I'm not the only person that's going to be on this journey with you. There's somebody else coming after me, the ghost of Christmas past. But no, for some of you all, there's going to be somebody directly after this going to say something that's going to directly repeat what I just said to you. And then you're going to come back to the comment section and be like, what, girl, you will just stop it. But seriously, though, that's your spirit talking to you because there's something in you that needs to be set free. You've been holding on to burdens. Our body holds trauma. You've been holding on to burdens. You've been holding on to something. For some of you all, this is surrounding friendships. There's a grief you need to let go. Maybe you've been abandoned. That's what I'm getting with that one. There's a grief that you need to let go in love. Release, 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 release. That's what I'm getting with that one. So let's see. Spirit guides and ancestors, tell me more in regards to burden of tears. Higher spirit of those who chose option number 3. Tell me more. Burden of tears. What do they need to release? And that burden of tears is you holding in. You have to cry this out. Crying, it's a toxin. Think about this. If you had to go to the bathroom, you had to pee. You're not about to hold your pee or your bladder, baby, is going to go kaboom. You're going to explode from the inside out, combust. Okay. Now, I don't know that medically, but I imagine that if you try to hold it, something going to blow up on the inside, right? Same way you wouldn't hold in pee, you can't hold in tears. It is the pee of your eyes. I'm so serious in saying that. It is the pee of your eyes. You need to let it out. It is a toxin. I can't ever be for real serious 100%. But seriously though, but tears are a toxin and you have to release it out of your body. It is a part of a toxin. So related to other toxins that you would never keep in your body, why would you keep tears in your body? Page of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands in the reverse. You're pretending like something doesn't bother you. Like, I don't feel like you're not thriving. I don't feel like, like you're in destitute, but you're pretending like something doesn't bother you. And it does surround like friendship. I said it. I told you I'm psychic. 6 of Cups in reverse. There's a loss of friendship or connection. I'm hearing Omarion I'm trying to act like I don't want to really need you. For some of you all, this can even be a relationship romantically. You're trying to act unbothered. It's okay to be bothered. I tell people this, and I learned this myself. I had to learn this myself. You do yourself way more justice in letting something just run its course, bother you. Okay, whatever. They know you mad. Who cares if somebody knows that you upset about something or that something hurt your feelings or that you're heartbroken? I mean, you're a human being, but you trying to pretend like I'm not going to let them think I'm mad. That only kills you on the inside and it makes you hold on to something. Whatever you could have been over 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months ago, you still holding on to it 7 years later because you still trying to look like the bigger person or you still trying to look like somebody who ain't get me. It's okay to be human. It's okay to be human. It's okay for people to know. And honestly, people will probably take more accountability if they were faced with the things that they did to other people more often than for us trying to hide it because we don't want them to think that they got the best of us. They didn't get the best of you. They don't get the best of you until you're still holding on to it 7 years later, pretending like you ain't never did feel a thing. That's how they got the best of you. But they would have never gotten the best of you and you telling somebody like, yo, you hurt me. There's a need to heal. There's a lot of isolation here. You may have been abandoned from friends, abandoned from family. There's abandonment here. You were left alone. And now you feel like you're licking these wounds on your own. There's conflict that's going on. Drama, 5 of Wands in the upright. But while I don't necessarily feel these connections coming back towards you in the now, there is a need for you to release this. And then the Hermit card also talks about seeking help outside of yourself, seeking help, talking to friends, talking to family, talk to somebody you trust, go finding a counselor or, get creative with it, but you got to get the toxin out your body. That's how you're going to heal what's in your current shadow. What's in your shadow currently is by getting it out, by talking it out, yelling it out, being creative about it out, but you can't numb it and pretend like it's not there because guess what? It's still there. And even though you got on the best poker face right now, like, oh, look at them. However, though, look who's self-destructing on the inside. You done held in your pee and now you about to implode. So let's see what Spirit want to say to you. Universe, Spirit, guides, and ancestors, thanks for channel messages. Give me advice. Higher Spirit from the Higher Spirit and Higher Self of option number 3, Spirit and Spirit. Give me advice. What message do you have for option number 3 in regards to burden of tears? Spirit, give me 1 to 2 cards. What message do you have for option number 3, Spirit, in regards to burden of tears? Let me see. Give me one more. Give me one more. What message? Burden of tears. There we go. Okay, you got 3 that came out. I'm going to read them all. All right. This just in. There are some major blockages in your life that Spirit wants to assist you with ridding of. See? Spirit says call upon them, call upon your spirit and heaven, and have faith in them to help you with whatever blockages you may be facing at this time. Get to talking to your spirit guides. Get in meditation, get to talking to your spirit guides, your ancestor team. And this is going to be your cry session. Literally, for some of you, all you have a passed on relative, your mom, your dad, your cousin, your auntie, your brother, your sister, whomever, call on their name directly and cry to them. Let them know. Same way you would have if they were in the 3D. Let them, because they're still there. They're just in the 5D. They're just not on this plane, and they no longer have the portal of their body to exist on this plane, but they're still there. And they can see you, child. And they saw what you did last night when you was diddling yourself. Think about that. I'm so serious, but for real though. But anyway, but seriously though, they're still here. They're still here. So talk to that person. For some of y'all, talk to your mom, even though she may be on the other side, and like let her know, like, yo, this is like messed up. I feel blah, blah, blah. And guess what? You're gonna hear them talk back, but they're gonna talk back in ways that they can reach you. So it's gonna be through other people, i.e., myself or somebody else, urging you to get this help. They may be talking back to you right now because you were led to this reading, but they're gonna talk back to you in ways that they can reach you. And it's gonna be through portals that exist on the 3D because they can't reach you directly. For some of you all, you're gonna have visitations in your dreams, but talk to them. And some of them are going to urge you to get out your house, urge you to get around other people, friends, or just be and know that you are loved and you are okay. And it's okay that, certain things or certain people, no longer exist within your life, but that's just fine. It's a point in life. And now you got to get it out. Cry. Y'all going to be on the flow side and watch. Now, this is what else your higher spirit is saying. In other news, miracles really do happen. Expect sudden growth and positive movement in all areas in your life. These miracles will bring you much joy and happiness. See, weeping endured the night, but joy comes in the morning. Remember that one. And then you have in other news, you are attracting true love for some of you all. You got romance coming. You didn't even come here for that. You didn't even know you was about to have a whole little baby. But guess what? You got romance coming. You are attracting true love. You have done the work of self-love and emotional healing. A lot of you all probably picked this, are probably doing a lot, all up in them self-help aisles in the bookstore, if people still go to bookstores. Self-love and emotional healing. By loving yourself the way that you do, those who come to you will reciprocate that same energy you do. So look at it like this. The people that you've lost out of your life simply is because you all are in misalignment, and they don't know how to love you on the plane and level in which you've learned how to love you. Remember, we show others how to treat us. People treat us according. Now, even in treating you, if you treat yourself like a queen and it's like, but why is this person treating me like trash? It's because they can't relate to something that's not in their vibration. If their vibration is down here and your vibration is up here, they don't know how to treat that. So the best thing they know how to do is retreat. They can't disrespect you because it's like, oh no, you can't do that to them. But they don't know how to praise you either because it's like, damn, that's not going to be good enough. So they retreat. The people that left your life retreated because they no longer can withstand in the vibration that you've moved to. That doesn't make them a bad person. Doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make anybody better or worse. It just means that they have their journey they're still going on. And instead of trying to bring people up with you, because oftentimes it's harder to do that and they end up bringing us down and versus us bringing them up, instead of trying to bring people with you, go on, live your best life, because you have miracles that are unlocking for you in the now. You have romance that is unlocking for you in the now. Go live your best life. And if it's meant for them to meet you on, at some point in your journey again, they will, and they will meet you in the proper vibration. Because at this point, the way that it stands, for you to come back into friendship, relationship, familyship with whoever was, has abandoned you, you're going to have to go back down several steps and get back on that vibration. You weren't happy in that vibration. You're not going to be happy back on that vibration. You didn't do all that work just to go back down. You don't put, now I'm getting biblical, because but you don't put new wine in old wine skins. for all them Christians that watch me out there. You don't put new wine in old wineskins. Why? Because the Bible says them wineskins will burst. You don't do it because it can't hold the load. That's what that fable. That's what that I don't know, what is it? Is it a fable or idiom? Either way, that's what that meant. For anybody that knows, that's what that meant. When you put something new in something that was old and worn and had little, like, holes and pockets, the energy of that, the acidity can't be held. So it bursts. It bursts because it can't withstand. It can't withstand. So those old people can't withstand you because you're something. You done renewed yourself. So the best thing you can do too, if you want these people that are, that have abandoned to be in your life, is for you to continue to be the best version of yourself, because we have way better luck in pulling people to our side of the fence and us worrying about ourselves and doing what it is showing than in us telling them and trying to bring them along. But if they can see how it has changed you, because for some of you, child, you was a hot mess. For some of you all, if they can see the change in you, it's going to inspire the change in them, and you will come back together with these people in the time that is meant, in love and in beauty. And that's what I got for you, option number 3. So you all, please let me know how you felt about this in the comment section below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Book that private reading, coaching, same-day review, walk and read, or priority reading. Check the pin comment below, as well as the description box below. Let me know if y'all got some reading suggestions y'all want to. Like, continue that one on, because I've been making a list and checking it twice, finding out who's naughty or nice. Let me know in the comment section below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at wanderingsparrow. And follow me on my other YouTube channel, wanderingsparrow. And I love you all. You all stay beautiful. You stay blessed. And know that you are important. And I'll be checking you out on the next one. Peace and blessings, beautiful people.